being that the theme of this survival story is a bear attack, let's open up a new can of worms. What do you guys think about this? Who would win, a grizzly bear or 100 men?
I think
the wheels are turning.
Yeah.
You're visualizing it. I know how I feel because I thought about this before the podcast, but I'm curious your instant reaction. 100 men versus like a big grizzly. We're not talking about a small cub or something like that. We're talking about like giant grizzly bears from Alaska, 1,000 pounders, big boy.
So my first thought is that it definitely has less overall dexterity than a gorilla.
Yeah.
So it might be easier to like overwhelm from like behind if it's dealing with a mass of people in like the front of it. Like it feels like it'd be easier to swarm versus a gorilla, which can like
I think
swing.
Their agility. I know. I mean, there's
definitely tougher units overall.
Yeah.
More of like a tank. Like
like you could get behind it, and it like I feel like a gorilla could just like.
So
it can pull a spin move.
Here again,
the spin moves really getting me.
Knowing what we know about human psychology, right? Like I feel like if it was all at once or one at a time, bear wins.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, one at a time, it'd be like, rah! Like it would just be.
It would swat your head off.
Yeah. I even think like grizzly bear versus gorilla, totally different conversation. I'm not sure the gorilla wins that. I think the grizzly bear might win, but because they're tougher. Bears, their hide and their claws, and they're just. I don't know what the humans would have to do to win.
It's like I think the gorilla would beat up the bear very like horribly. But I feel like the bear just has to get one good claw into the gorilla,
just
and
enough.
it's like
there's more weapons.
Yeah.
Bear has more weapons.
Yeah,
literally like kitchen
talons,
kitchen knives for claw.
Like, so
it would take one good just right to the gorilla. And
so knowing what we know about human psychology, like if the 100 people swarmed the grizzly bear, and they instantly started to win, and it looked like they were going to prevail, I think the humans could eke out a win. However, what we know would really happen. One or two people would instantly get just like decapitated from being swatted and bitten and just savaged, that everyone else would flee. That's what would actually happen.
Yeah.
So there's no way, in my opinion, way 100 men would be.
I think that's the same thing with the gorilla too.
I think it takes you need 100 men with the brain of ants to do it.
Yeah, and I think they have the better shot with the bear.
Overall. You do? See, but what are you going to do? How do you take out the bear? Like, what are you doing?
That is a good point. Okay, so with the gorilla, with 100 men, like if you were like
headlock,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do?
If you were like gouge its eyes, no matter what, you're gonna die a horrible death, but you get a good like claw at its face. Eventually. Yeah.
God, I don't know.
Their jaws are scary though, man.
Yeah,
like.
I don't know, guys.
When they have their mouth open, like it's basically armor and then teeth.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure a single human being could take out like a badger. You know what I mean? Like a small, ferocious mammal.
I can take a badger.
I don't know. Man.
Actually, maybe not a badger.
I've seen badgers. They have crazy eye. First of all, like that's a whole. Again, I'm using scale here to be like the bear is the strongest, toughest mammal. Predatory mammal, in my opinion. Maybe I would put it right next to like a tiger. I think those two are like the top dogs in terms of predator mammals.
Yeah.
Now, do you think there's even like a weakness that could be exploited on a grizzly bear?
I know, that's what I'm thinking about. Like,
you could like pull its fur. But that's not doing it.
Yeah, it's doing nothing. It's just going to make it more encouraged to savage you. I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, they don't really. I mean, again, it's just you would have to just.
I mean,
send everyone at it and
attack its gonads.
Just kick. Yeah. Just kicks.
On that note, I think it's time to get in the story. And I think this was a good conversation because this really tees up how incredible of a story this is with Hugh Glass.